Why Khiry, first pick?
Well, he's a kid with a lot of potential. Obviously, a lot of talent. We saw him play throughout the college season with Oregon State. His athleticism and his pace is there for everyone to see. When we interviewed him, he's a great kid. He solidified himself in that interview. If we were able to get him, he's the player we wanted. We obviously need a player who can stretch the defense at the end of the game. Sometimes when you want to play on the counter, if you're protecting a lead, he's the type of player who can come in and provide that, and just the potential he has. And there's something interesting about a player who's come through a smaller school, one of the big traditional college soccer powerhouses, and he's had to work his way up to get noticed. I saw him play live this year out in California against UCLA, which was obviously arguably one of the best teams, and he had a very good performance. So we're really excited about him. He knows he still has to continue to improve, but playing around someone like David Villa is only going to make him a better player. And we really see this player with a lot of potential, and Khiry's also equally enthusiastic about coming to New York. Was someone that we had pretty high on our board. We really liked him. Similar in terms of some of the stuff in terms of coming from a smaller school, sort of a late bloomer, and left-footed player who can play left back. We need some cover there in that position. He's 22, so he's I think not too far away from being able to give us some minutes this year. Again, likewise, we saw him in the combine up front, up close, and we really like what we saw. And again, in the interview, he's just a good kid. It gives us a lot of cover on that side, and someone we think that will help the team. Well, I think it's important that they adjust as quickly as possible to being professionals. They'll quickly realize, and we talked to them about this, is that it's a big step, not only in talent and the level that you're going to be playing against, but it's a way of life now. It's a lifestyle change. You walk in the locker room for the first time, and it's not with your peers. It's with players that are married, players that have kids, and this is something new. This is different. I remember the same thing when I was young and I walked into a professional locker room. They have to adjust as quick as possible. So we'll give them this advice. We'll support them. We have great leaders in the locker room who will help them and welcome them to succeed. And we're all there for them to adjust and have great careers. So obviously we expect them to fight for playing time. It's very important. Jason wants a competitive squad. So positions have to be earned, and they need to come in with the mentality that although they have a lot to learn, but they're here to compete. They're both seasoned and 22-year-olds, so we really think that they'll adjust to the team well. Obviously, with Jason and his ability to develop players and the whole staff, it's something that we feel these two players will help us, and hopefully the sooner the better. So excited for them. First things first, they need to kind of take a deep breath, settle into New York. Both of them are coming from the other coast, so they're going to be coming to New York City, which is the best city in the world. So they're going to love it, and we're just there to make their experience as best as possible and make sure they succeed.